We're in the middle of the ocean. Still. We're into our 4th week and still have 1,000 miles to go. Do we have cabin fever? What are we sustaining ourselves on? What do we do all day? Do we regret going in light winds with no crew? Come join us for a day in the life of a salty family at sea.
Between the sun and the deep blue sea, my feet in the sand, green umbrella drink in my hand. Between the sun and the deep blue sea.
So today is day 23 at sea.
23 at sea.
23 at sea.
How's it going?
It's going amazing.
Yeah.
This passage I was really nervous about. I totally had anxiety and the jitters before we left. It's been great. I've had the thought a few times while we've been out here about astronauts. Kieran's also fascinated by space right now. We've been watching a lot of movies, The Martian, etc., and how astronauts are really self-dependent in their ship floating through space. And here we are, self-dependent on our ship floating through space on the water. There's nobody out here to help us. Here we are, little astronauts.
With modern technology, unless there was a catastrophic chain of failures, of us not being able to get a signal out while the boat was going down, and then continuing, I mean, there is...
You've always had a very optimistic view of that.
I hope it's a realistic view.
Well, hopefully we never have to find out.
I don't plan to, but there are ships about.
Some of which are not on AIS.
Megan does not like ships that are not on AIS. Never has, never will.
No.
My sleep does not like ships that are not on AIS.
I've gotten to the point where I don't wake you up
Usually. Hey Nate, we're 1,000 miles from anywhere. Do you think that boat has just been waiting for Scout to bob along?
Opportunistic.
Yeah, no. That boat is not out here laying an ambush for Scout.
No, I have not had any feelings like that recently. It's been just a couple of days. Oh, shut up.
So every day at noon, do my log entry. I note our position, how many miles we've traveled in the last 24 hours, how many miles we've traveled total, and then I write down anything salient that's happened. And most excitingly, put a little mark on the map. Done 152 nautical miles in the last 24 hours, which is pretty darn good. We have had a light wind. Almost the entire last 24 hours has been sub 10 apparent. We've now gone 3,274 miles. So there's the mark I've just made. Whoop. Going here. Another week or so. Kieran wants some attention. Hey, Kieran. Lunch is next on the agenda.
time in several days we're seeing a boat on AIS. Let's see. They're going 10 knots, and the boat's name is Global Trust. And even though it looks so close on the AIS, it is, let's see, 11 miles away, and it's only going to get in a 10-mile radius of us.
The larger new Panamax vessels are built to travel through this wider lane. Requirements to be no more than 1,200 feet in length.
Wow.
160.7 feet in width,
Wow.
and draft of 50 feet with fits.
Wow.
Those are
I mean,
It says
A lot.
on your shirt. On the bottom.
Just read it.
oh my gosh, it does. This is 55 meters. But that may be.
Bro, that guy just licked that on his shirt.
oh no, but is this? Yeah, Neo Panamax.
That's hysterical. It's like when he looked at his shirt for how to spell, what was that word?
I don't remember.
He looked at his one of his sailing shirts.
Oh, Columbia.
Yeah.
Well, so that's not fair. The country spells their name different than the apparel manufacturer.
Maybe it goes the other way around. Okay, so day 23 at sea. Do you regret not taking on crew?
No.
I think it's been amazing being out here, just the four of us, really coming together. There's no distractions.
Now, crew could be great too.
been great.
Like I said before, I wanted to get this feather in my cap.
Yeah. Have you been bored?
I haven't been bored at all.
No.
Not one bit. I've been surprised how well the kids have done.
Yeah. How's food holding up?
You tell me.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We are completely out of our more fragile produce.
I saw this YouTube video of some crazy lady putting celery in aluminum foil.
Yeah.
I don't think she knew what she was talking about.
Yeah, so I had never tested that out before, and I'm not convinced. It didn't work for us.
I thought we were going to get to New Zealand with that celery.
Me too. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. But wrapping everything individually in the Ziploc bags with the paper towels. The cucumbers did incredible. Carrots are
are
doing
still
great. Red pepper is awesome.
It's water making day here on Scout. We do that about, I don't know, once every 3 days or so. So, boost pump on. Confirm that it is working by flow out of the excess here. My pressure pump on. Now I'm going to really squirt at me. It's working. That's it. I'm going to make water, I don't know, for an hour or so, 50 gallons-ish.
Some things in sailing are super exciting and others are quite mundane. Like when you realize your favorite brand new clothespins made of bamboo, sustainable materials, all 200 of them are covered in mildew and mold. Clothespins are really important when you don't have a dryer. I just hung up a white load of laundry out to dry and every single piece now has spots of mildew on it. So today, Q-tips, rubbing alcohol,
Or do you want me to go and
clothespins. We're gonna clean them up.
All right, folks, she's realized that the Q-tip approach does not scale. It's too long. So she's brewing up. What are you brewing up there? What do you got going?
Water with a little Clorox bleach and
And why are you using a witch's stirring stick?
because I don't want to put my hands in there. I'm gonna let them soak. I just want to make sure that they're all coated. I'm gonna let them soak for, I don't know, 20 minutes and then put them in the sun. What's your favorite thing about being out here so far and your least favorite thing?
I mean, it's just gorgeous out here watching the ocean go by.
The other thing I will say is just the simplicity. So there's nowhere we need to be, there's no one we need to meet, there's nothing that we need to do that's not right here on this boat with our family.
Least favorite is when the sleep isn't optimal.
Sometimes you need a coffee in the middle of the day. Sometimes you need strong muscles to grind it for you. Our beans are a little dry. To show you the view out the window. Is there a food that you're really missing?
I like yogurt, and we're out of yogurt. Nothing for me like
Cheeseburgers or
nothing like that.
Yeah, really. I don't feel like we haven't hit the point yet where it feels like the food's been a sacrifice.
So you're making the cookies now?
Cookies and bread. The dough is rising.
Same recipe?
Same recipe. I thought the last batch was pretty good.
But aren't you gonna double it or anything?
Cookie Monster. I ate a lot of the cookies last time. I'll share a little bit more this time.
I want some cookies too.
Well, you can have cookies.
We don't shower inside on Scout. If you've been following us for a while, you already know that. But our shower stalls don't have great drainage. And when you shower inside, it just creates a whole bunch of humidity, which equals mildew and mold. And we just don't want that moisture inside. So instead, we opt to shower outside, beautiful surroundings. I love it when we have unlimited privacy, sunny weather. Not a bad place to take a shower.
So I built this satellite that's going to fly in space, and this is a decoupler that's going to separate it from this thing, and when I get to this stage in the rocket build, this is going to fly off like I'm showing you. Oh dear. That's not good. At all.
Ladies at home are thinking he cooks, he bakes, he sails oceans. Certainly he doesn't too. The answer is no. Total package.
We specifically purchased the Code D for downwind sailing, with this journey in mind. Would you buy the Code D again?
Yeah, I would. We have flown it 24 hours a day. It's been super non-squally, but so I say that because I would, if we didn't have it, I think I'd be flying the ASEM at night. And we do have a beautiful ASEM sail in a sock. But the Code D, whilst not quite as big as that asymmetrical sail, is easier to bring in. We can do it from the cockpit. We've got it around our one mechanical winch, which is our windlass, and it's working great. So delicious.
Yeah, and I love it, the simplicity and ease of getting it in and out. I mean, yeah. It's not a one-person job, but
It could be, honestly.
so
It could
much
be.
easier than
It should
having
be.
to battle with a sock.
Wing on wing action, no main. Going 6 to 7 knots in it's 6 to 7 knots speed over ground in 7 to 8 knots apparent wind. I think we got a little bit of a current with us, but this is a setup I'm liking. Smooth as can be. We'll never win any races, but it's doing great.
Yeah, that's true. It's one thing that, Skylark, we love you, but we've all independently said it. Even the kids have brought it up, that it's kind of nice being out here doing this journey without a buddy boat, because we're not comparing ourselves to what other people are doing. It would be so heart-wrenching if, like, Skylark was 3 days ahead of us.
Well, they'd be there.
I know.
They'd be there. That would be.
We are just plutzing along.
Yeah.
But now we're just out here totally naive.
Exactly. It's like, this is great. Look at how beautiful it is versus gritting our teeth and like.
They're sending us messages. When are you going to be here?
Messages and photos and like, look at the waterfall we went to today. And,
yeah, we're still a week away.
Which is not their fault.
No,
but,
not at all.
yeah, it's nice being on our own schedule.
The tortoise and the hare. It's a little bit wonky. It's 4 in the afternoon and I am coming down for a little quiet time, little mommy solo time, close my eyes, do a little reading, and just recuperate before Nate heads in for his night shift, and I am on watch until 11 p.m. So this is what it looks like. Cozy little cabin. Feeling refreshed. It's time, head back upstairs, get dinner ready for some hungry munchkins. That was a peaceful rest.
Sunsets and sunrises are big events when you live on a boat, especially on passage. That may sound like a silly or obvious statement, but on land I really didn't pay much attention to the sun going up or down at all. Out here, we try to appreciate these beautiful transitions as much as we can.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching and sticking around to the end. It means a lot to us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you next week as we finally make it to French Polynesia. And we have a close encounter with whales. It's gonna be epic. See you next week.